Hello and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I'm AC and today I'm going to walk you through this 2021 Newmar Essex. This is the 45-51 floor plan, which means it's 45 feet in length and you can party with 51 of your best friends, okay? Maybe not all inside. We got two full awnings. We got outdoor entertainment, outdoor refrigerator, freezer. So you can definitely make it happen. I'll show you as we go along. We're going to start right up here on the front. First thing I want to point out on this Essex is that it's got hydraulic steps that as they come out, they've got sensors on them. So if you happen to be too close when you open the door, you don't have to worry about them hurting you or hitting a curb and busting the step. Where they stop, they're fully functional. So if you only have this much room, you have a high curb right there, you can still get in and out of your coach. We've got keyless entry, nice grab bar, and a doorbell, so you can know who's coming to say hi. You can choose if you want to open the door or not. Okay, as we go through here, now we've got the 22.5-inch wheels. These are Alcoa aluminum wheels. Michelin 365 70s on the tires. We've got dual fuel fill. We've got a docking light and a running light. This is a Cummins, so make sure you use diesel fuel. All right, so we get here to the first compartment on the passenger side. This is where you store your drinks. You can set this up as both as a fridge or a freezer, or one of each, whatever works best for you. This does have Bluetooth app. I've got the app on my phone. I can actually change the temperature, so I can, if I know I want to set it at a certain degree before everybody shows up, I can do that on my phone. If you want to know which app it is, you can feel free to shoot me a text or an email. I'll give you my contact info and I can get you set up. Okay, next compartment back, we've got our slide tray. 1,000-pound capacity. So again, if you got 51 friends and they're wanting to get inside for sleeping, you can probably fit two, one on each side. Slide them in and out. Now you've got about 1 additional foot of storage up here. Newmar put these shelves in on this coach. They were getting feedback from customers. A lot of them were getting them put in after the fact, so they made that an option. Okay, the next storage bay is a little wider, so you got a wider power slide tray here. Again, that will slide out in both directions. Makes it really easy if you're carrying heavy gear, your golf clubs, your bowling balls. If you're like me, I got like 8 bowling balls and 4 sets of golf clubs. Here's our outdoor entertainment center with the Bose soundbar. Again, makes it really nice if you got a beautiful day outside. You pull both awnings out, you've got your outdoor entertainment, you got your refrigerator, freezer, and then you have this beautiful color scheme. This is the Wyndham color scheme on the outside with the airbrush strokes. For 2021, Newmar chose the Essex as the coach for that special style. So this is the only coach for 21 that will have that paint scheme. All right. Now this is a wide tray, but it is a manual tray. It's not a power tray. It slides in and out pretty easy. You've got your central vac hookups right there. All right, so right behind here is your fresh water tank. You've got 105 gallons of fresh water capacity. It's right behind here. Instead of blocking out this whole compartment, they give you a little bit of storage. You can put tools, you can put oil, you can put your quarts of oil, whatever you want to put there. Another running light, another docking light. This is a tandem axle at 45 feet. So this does have the passive steer rear tandem axle. For 21, they increased the wheel cut on these. Depending on the floor plan and the model, they go all the way up to 17 degrees. All right, here's our DEF tank. It's a 15-gallon DEF tank. You've got 150 gallons of fuel capacity on this coach, and you can fill the DEF on both sides. Also, and I'm going to scoot over to this side, you'll zoom in here. That's your emergency suspension fill. So if you happen to lose air in your suspension and you've got to get towed, they can actually put an air line right there and air you up. Okay, the last compartment on the passenger side, you've got your 2 chassis batteries, your 2 disconnects, your air dryer, and your fuel filter water separator. Behind this compartment here, this piece of steel, is your particulate filter, which on most other models you'd be able to just see it be wide open. This is kind of a nice clean look. All right, right here we've got your emergency escape door. I'm going to go inside, open it up, and show you how that works. All right, if you ever have an accident, there's a fire in the front of the coach and you need to get out, this is a good way to do it. It's got one panel that covers this when it's closed. That comes off really easy. There's a Velcro strap there. Drop that down. All right, as you can see, it extends out all the way to the ground. It's got a 300-pound capacity, so I can actually climb up, grab onto this grab bar, climb out, folds right in, and then it Velcros, and you're done. Again, that's a nice feature that Newmar added. If there's ever an accident, you're safe. You can escape out that back door. Also, if you have a lot of friends over, they're starting to bother you, can sneak out the back door. Here in the back, you can see we've got our 15-liter Cummins. It's a 605 horsepower, 1,950 foot-pounds of torque. Big red. Easy access to your engine oil fill, your engine oil dipstick, and also your transmission dipstick over here on the left. Block heater right there in the center. Okay. Down here you can see we got a 20,000-pound hitch. So this Spartan K3 chassis, plenty of horsepower and torque. You can pull 20,000 pounds. You've got a Voyager camera connection right here, a 7-way plug right here, and then an air chuck for your tow car. All right, as we move around the back here, you can see we have a backup camera that's also part of the 360 camera view. And there's an air intake port up top there, if you can see up top that screen there. That allows fresh air to come in and circulate. Side radiator. Again, that's why you can see the red engine, the big 15 liters, because this isn't blocking the view. Now we've got our DEF fill on this side. Again, that is 15 gallons. It does have a shelf life. It's really easy to fill. Most truck stops now have it on a pump, just like your fuel. We've got a compartment here for your sewer hose. All right, as we move towards the front, now we got the wet bay here. Full house water filtration system. You've got a stainless steel hot and cold outdoor shower. You've got a gray tank rinse, black tank rinse, Sanacon macerator on and off. This is your Sanacon system that comes through here. Put it into your sewer outlet. You got your gray and black low point drains. You've got a water tap here, so you can hook up a hose and clean off this side of the coach, or hose off your feet if you've been out at the beach, the lake. City water on a power cord reel, and then your mana block system. Again, hot water, cold water. If you have a leak in the kitchen or your ice maker, you would turn this off. You've got a tool right here to do that with. You would shut that off, and then you still have water to the rest of your coach, so you don't have to go without water. You've got your drain valves here. Remember to always drain your gray tank first, then your black. If you show right here, you can see the slipper hinge. As I close this, it actually goes up. So the door goes up, so when it opens, it's not hitting the slide. That allows you a little bit more room in your storage bay. Now we've got our 50 amp short cord, which we're currently plugged into. It is on a power cord reel right here. Here is your buddy plug right here. In case you're wondering what that's for. If your neighbor, your buddy, your son, somebody's camping next to you and they don't have power, they can tap into yours. You've got a 30 amp plug right there. All right, now we have our Oasis hydronic heating. That will provide your hot water and your heat. This does have 3 air conditioners with heat pumps as well. And now we're on the back end of the slide trays that we showed earlier. "45-foot, you got plenty of storage. There's folks that are living full-time in these. We have folks that buy these just to go tailgate and party with those 51 friends I mentioned earlier. Whatever suits you best. If you're gonna do it in style, this is the way to go. Okay, now you got 8 batteries. These are your house batteries. You've got 8 batteries on a slide tray. Really easy to pull them out. I would put the slide in, obviously, if I was going to change out batteries, slide the tray out, and I'd have plenty of room to do that. All right, now that we're up front, we've got our fuses here. We've got a couple different sets of fuses. We've got spare fuses right here. We've got the window washer. You choose who's going to wash the window. I say you flip for it. Or don't flip for it, you just tell who you want. If it's your coach, I think you should have the option of telling who you want to do that for you. All right, here in the front, we've got a hydraulic slide for your generator. Easy access to everything you need to do to this. It's got your breaker right here on and off switch. You can actually start it. This is just gonna, if you trip your breaker, this turns off. You have to, again, reset it. Total hours here. Everything's really easy to get to. Over there, we're gonna have a hot water tap. So you can hook up a water hose, clean the bugs off the front of the coach. You've got a quick connect for air right there. You have your city horn, wimpy horn, whatever you want to call it, your nice horn for the neighbors, and then here you have the 2 bad boys that you use to wake up the neighbors or your buddies if they're sleeping underneath the coach. Oh, actually, again, it's on a power tray. In order for the power tray to come in and out, to go out, you've got to have the accessories on the ignition. So you can see we got chrome mirrors with side cameras here. Those are your turn signal cams. Right in the center of the windshield, right here in the bottom, you'll see the mobile eye unit. That is for your lane assist, lane departure assist. It'll give you audio and visible alerts if you're starting to drift out of your lane. So you can see up top, this does have comfort drive steering and passive steer, which is that rear tag axle that I mentioned. All right, now we can go inside. We go inside, you've got solid grab bar here. Again, you got the doorbell, keyless entry, got another grab bar on the right side. And as we come in, we'll point out these 3 buttons right here. You've got your main battery disconnect, your door locks for your compartments, and then your stepwell light. Pretty cool. You're walking in at night, you don't need a ton of light, just enough to see where you're stepping. We'll continue on this passenger side. We've got the backseat driver cam right here. This has navigation and also your backup camera. So if the driver is looking at the mirror, somebody can actually be telling him if he's about to hit something. Wireless charge pad. We have your patio light, your visor, your step cover, ceiling light, and your map light. And then you also have separate controls for your HVAC system right here for your heating and cooling. I'll point that out here in just 1 second. All right, now here in the driver's side, go ahead and start right here. We'll kind of work our way left. So this is your main air conditioning and heating controls. You have an HVAC override. I can turn that on, and then the driver controls the heating and cooling, basically. If you don't want to get yelled at by your partner, your wife, whoever's in the passenger seat, you turn that off. They can use their controls on that side. So you can see we've got our camera system here. If we hit camera on this left screen, we can pick what view we want. So if I wanted to do 360 view, now you can see all the way around the coach. Pretty cool. We also have the rear cam. You have a trailer camera, your side cams. I kind of like the 360 view. You can see if anybody's walking around your coach. Huge touchscreen, really easy to look at, really easy to manage. You've got your radio, your media center, XM radio, Bluetooth, your Mobileye settings as well, HDMI. It'll revert back to whatever you have it set at. aux, camera controls, iPod navigation, and then just your basic settings. You can go to aux zone or house mode. Okay, I'm going to start this up just so I can kind of show you a couple of things here. Oh, gotta have your key handy here. All right, while this is firing up, like now it's going to accessory mode. When it's yellow, it's going to go into accessory mode. That'll turn the dash back on. Because actually what I want to show you, I don't even have to start it for. I want to go through these gauges here. You go to your auto leveling, your air leveling. This has air leveling and it also has hydraulic leveling. If you go into air leveling, right now we have it on, if I hit auto level, it's going to start to level the coach. You can't feel it, but we can definitely, you might be able to hear it. And then I'll go down here to more, and it'll actually show you the leveling in the process. So you see the bubbles in the middle there. We're pretty level right now. It's still moving around. As we walk throughout the coach, if we leave it on auto level, it will keep adjusting as needed. I'm gonna go down here to exit. Digital controls are display, really easy to get whatever you need done. You can go down here, check your messages. There's no messages at the moment. That's got the, let's see, I'll go down here to the bottom to show you this. So adaptive cruise is disabled at the moment. This does have adaptive cruise. It's got collision mitigation. One thing to be aware of, if you're driving and it senses an accident, it will apply 50% of the brakes. So if you're going 75, 70, and it goes 50% of the brakes, if you're not buckled, you're going to be moving forward fairly quick. So please make sure that you buckle up while you're driving. Adaptive cruise control, you can point out how the distance you want to stay away from the car in front of you. As you get closer, it'll slow you down. And then let's see here, we'll go back. It's got tire pressure monitoring system, basic information, your trip info. You can go into settings. You can actually go into sound right here. There's a lot to talk about in this section, so if you have questions on any of it, feel free to call me, email me, and I can kind of walk you through it. You can adjust the volume on your alerts, which is kind of cool. If you don't want to be hearing the alarm going off all the time. The collision mitigation, I have it at 100%. You can turn it down. If you turn it down and then exit, it will let you know. If you turn it off completely, it'll give you a warning up here just saying that the sound is completely off. It does not like you to do that. So right here you can see no CMS. All right. Now as we go through on the left side here, we have our Kurt Spectrum integrated brake controller. So this isn't a brake controller if you're pulling a stacker trailer or a tow vehicle. This is where you set your setting for your brake controller. This is it. You've got one dial. You've got your mirror settings here, left and right. This is your eject button for the passenger seat. Just kidding, it's your heated mirrors. All right, here on the left, we got our lights. So we have auto, off, parking, turns on your lights. If you want the fog lights on, you pull this out and that'll turn them on. You can see that that's illuminated. You have bright and dim. You've got your flasher lights here, so if you want to, if a semi lets you go by and you want to say thank you, if somebody cuts you off and you want to say something that's not as nice, you can push that button. You have your dome lights here. The Essex does come with automatic lights. So your bright lights will come on when it senses that somebody is coming. It senses lights coming the other direction. It'll actually turn off the brights. So you can drive with your brights on at night and it'll automatically shut them off as needed. Right here we have the traction control override. We've got driver's side window. We've got our air horn, again, when it's time to wake up the neighbors. That's how you do it. We've got the house and chassis battery merge. If you drain the battery on your chassis and you need to get it started, this is where you would merge those two together to get you started. Obviously you got your air brake right here. This does have independent front suspension, which makes for a smooth ride. It's got air disc brakes all around. We've got 3 memory settings for your seat. So you can set one so that when it's time to exit the coach, you push it, the steering wheel goes up, the seat comes back. I recommend that, and then have one for when you're actually driving, and then one for when your co-pilot is driving, if they drive. If you're like me, I'd be driving. All right, on this side now we got our tag dump for the tag axle. I usually just leave it on auto. You've got your engine brake off and on, and then you have a low, medium, and high stage engine brake. So depending on where you're traveling, if you're in heavy traffic, I like to have it on so I don't have to keep applying the brakes. If you're coming down a big pass, you want this on high, so it'll slow you down coming down the mountain. Again, saves wear and tear on your brakes. You've got your Allison transmission. It's a 6-speed automatic. It does have economy mode and sport mode, they call it, right? It is a 605 horsepower. You're not going to pop any wheelies in this heavy coach, but it does have what they call sport mode. If you have drive, neutral, and reverse. You push both buttons together, you can now go through, see what your oil life is, your filters. Says trans health is good, no code, so nothing to worry about at the moment, and then it puts you back into neutral. Here's your hydraulic leveling. So if we wanted to level right now, like I said, I have it leveled with air. If we want to do the hydraulic leveling, you would just hit auto level. It would let the air out of the bags and then start to level with the jacks. All right. Now, as we get up here, I'm going to point out here we've got a Winegard Traveler satellite system up top. We've got our Winegard antenna. This is going to control your awnings. Starting on the left, we got security lights for the driver's side, passenger side, privacy drape for the driver, front privacy drape, the door drape, passenger drape, and the driver's side awning, and the passenger side window awning. So all the windows on this coach do have awnings. Here's your slide out controls for the driver's side, passenger side, and then you have your exterior LEDs to turn on and off. And you can turn off your step. So if you don't want the step opening and closing, once you set up camp, you can do that. Your Wi-Fi router, you would turn on and off there. This is a new upgraded touchpad for 2021. It's pretty easy. It's more user-friendly than before. You can access your camera, your shades, your door locks. You can actually lock an arm. You can hear the chirping there. Now everything's got, the alarm is set and everything is locked. To unlock, you're gonna have to toggle here. Oh, there we go. You can hear the door just click, it unlocked. You can, do it again. There we go. Floor heat, you've got 3 different zones that you can apply floor heat to. You've got your block heater you can plug on and off if you're gonna be camping out in the cold weather up here in Colorado. One of my favorite features here is the generator setting. It does have auto gen set, so you can actually set according to voltage. So if the voltage gets below, right now it's set, if it's disabled, but if it was on, that's the battery auto charger. If it was on and the battery voltage went below 11.8, the generator would fire up automatically to charge your batteries. You can actually do that with temperature. If you want, if it's hot outside and you want it to stay at say 68 degrees, once it gets over 68, the generator would kick on, fire up your air conditioner. Right here you can see, if you just on the home button, it'll tell you the levels of your tanks, fresh, black, and gray, your house batteries, voltage, your chassis battery, and then this is going to tell you leg 1 and 2, how much voltage they're taking out. It depends. My left leg usually uses a little more voltage than my right, so I don't know how yours are. Just kidding. So really easy to use. Again, we can talk about this in one whole recording, so if you have questions, feel free to call in. We can walk you through it. These seats do swivel around, give you more of a living area. Super comfortable, heated and cooled seats. We've got this small love seat here that turns into a bed. Again, if you got 51 of your friends, you know, this will come in handy. That's 2 seats there. We've got our theater seats with cup holders that light up. You can choose what color you want. Touchpad access here to your lights. You go to systems and hit TV up. Now our televator comes up. We're ready to watch some TV. Super comfortable. If you've never been in one, if you're ever around, let us know, stop by. You can take it for a spin. We can walk you through it, show you all the features. All right. So, you've probably seen this before. This does have the induction cooktop that is removable. So if it's a beautiful day outside and you want to cook some breakfast, you want to fry up some bacon, I would take it outside so you don't get grease everywhere. We've got soft closing drawers. We've got a counter extension here. So again, if you're cooking inside, you got plenty of counter space to do what you need to do. You've got a huge sink. And they actually give you a spot to put the covers. Really nice faucets. This just pushes back in, and then again you've got some additional drawers under here. Here's your utensil drawer, remote drawer. You can always move your remote somewhere else and use this for utensils, but you do have a ton of remotes. We'll show you how to use them. We've got a convection oven. It's a really nice GE stainless steel. We've also got dishwasher. This coach is winterized, so we do have some winterized fluid inside here. And let's see here. I'll go over some more of this storage. This is just a small little compartment here. You can put, I don't know, any ideas what to put up here, let me know. Spices, yeah, spices would go there. Just be careful when you open it. Make sure you're level. These do have carpet on them, or they've got some material here, some nice soft material to keep stuff from sliding all over the place. Adjustable shelves. You can see the accent lighting on the bottom there. At night, you can just turn on your accent lighting, so while you're walking around on your heated floor. This does have heated floor. This has the high gloss flooring in this one with the Dutton interior. Another sound bar up top. Here is your Blu-ray player. And you've got connections back there for your dish receiver. One for the bedroom, one for the living room. Again, if you're going to be hosting large gatherings, or whether you're just going to be two of you, you got plenty of room for everything that you need. Up here, you've got a couple compartments. You got your Wi-Fi ranger up here. And we're going to work our way to the back of the coach. Got the booth dinette, which I really love. The booth dinette gives you additional storage underneath. Let's see here. It's got a little lever under there you got to pull. But you got two additional drawers for storage. Super comfortable. As you can see, I've been working out of this today. We've got the Whirlpool 19.7 cubic foot refrigerator. This is residential. It's got the matching faces here, so you don't have the stainless steel. Everything blends in really well. And you got your lock right there, so when you're traveling. Nice thing about a 45-foot coach is you get additional room, right? So one spot you get is you get a bigger pantry. These are adjustable, and for $21 you push in to pull these out, then they lock in so they don't slide out on you while you're driving. 605 horsepower. If you get a little crazy, take a sharp turn. That keeps your stuff inside. Now, if you want to show the bathroom here, I'm getting a little warm in here. This has the Dometic toilet. It's got your macerator. It's got a motion sensor flush on it as well. I'll open one of these drawers down here. I want to show something here. So right there is where your toilet paper goes. A little bit of additional storage underneath there, but makes it nice because everything is kind of hidden. No additional stuff there. Your central vac system is down there as well. It's kind of hidden because of the color. You do have your medicine cabinet there, and then all of your breakers. Everything's labeled, really easy to figure out, diagnose your own problem. All right, so now going into the master bedroom here, we do have a separator door here, partition. So when your guests start getting a little rowdy, you can come back here, close your door, turn on your music back here, your TV. You've got a Sleep Number mattress with dual bladders, so you can have his and hers. You can set yours at 50, and she can set hers at whatever she likes it at. You also have wireless charging pads on both sides. And there's 110 outlets underneath both, as well as a small storage compartment. All right, overhead you've got additional storage. You've got a pass-through here for your hose if you've got a CPAP machine. It's got a spot on both sides so you can plug in and run your cables through there. Now, one thing to be careful with, the way these are set up at an angle, when you don't want to open them up at the same time, or you will hit the other cabinet door there. All right, now we've got our entertainment center here for the bedroom, for the master bedroom. So we've got a TV with sound bar again. We got 6 huge drawers under here. Super deep, pack a lot of clothes in there. Soft closing drawers again, remember, when you've got soft closing drawers, don't push them shut, let them do what they're supposed to do. Got nice windows in here and also around the bed. You've got a window on each side that you can actually open and get some fresh air circulating through here, which makes it really nice. You're laying down, you get some natural light. Doesn't feel like you're in a coffin. I think I mentioned that in the last one. I'm a little claustrophobic, so that's perfect. Going into the master bath, we've got a washer and dryer, Whirlpool. Now this is a 220 dryer, where some other coaches will have a 110. This is a 220, so it will do what it has to do. It's the same power as what you would have at home, a 220. Now we got dual sinks and plenty of storage underneath. Soft closing drawers. On this side, you can have a medicine cabinet and touch pads everywhere for your lighting. There's a 110 outlet in here if you want to plug in, your toothbrush, your razor. You can plug it in there. Keep it out of mind here. This here is an access panel for your washer and dryer. All right, now we've got our closet back here, cedar lined closet. We've got a safe and plenty of shelves back there. These are 2 extensions for the table. You've got a spot for all your shoes. And again, some more spot for your wardrobe. All right, now here is what the emergency door looks like on the inside. To put this panel back on, you actually have to open the door. I'll show you. So you can see what it looks like when it's closed. Oh, let's see here. There we go. So you open the door, you pull this panel off, and just like I showed you on the outside, you would then just drop the ladder and it extends. You lock it here, there. Now everything's secure. Residential size shower. This is a really nice shower here. You've got a flip down seat. Got a rain mister, a shower head here. Got a shower wand. You got a grab bar here. Plenty of room in here. Shampoo, conditioner, body wash. If you're like me and you have as much hair as I do, you need a lot of shampoo. It does have the Aquamizer system. So again, right here, this would turn blue. It purge your water out of your lines back into your fresh tank, and then start circulating your hot water, so you're not wasting fresh water. Little towel holder here. Again, this can be a wonderful home away from home, super elegant, really beautiful. I like the decor, the flooring combination in this. The exterior color, I color coordinated my dress today. Couldn't see it outside. The outside of the coach is black and gray. I figured I would color coordinate. I didn't wear a tie, although next week I might surprise you and wear a tie, depending on what I do. Just point out these big windows. These are the windows that the King Air had last year. The new King Air went to the bonded windows, which are awesome as well. So for 2021, they put these windows in the Essex. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. Feel free to give me a call, text, email. Si hablo español, me pueden hablar al 720-276-4241. Thank you guys. We'll see you next week.